they keep shooting.
What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source, probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field. Use reasonable force like you did on Liberty Island.
Yeah?
We're looking for an illegal power generator in this area. Can you help me out?
I might have heard something. How much money you got? 50 credit?
Sure.
Appreciate the business. Yeah, I met this truck driver a while back. He had a lot of cash. I asked him where he got it, and he told me he'd just hauled some power cables to a warehouse near here.
Do you remember the name of the street?
Didn't seem like a big deal at the time. You might try that mech chick who runs the Underworld bar. She grew up around here.
That helps a little. Thanks.
Southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him.
Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency encoder.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people, great. You need the dough. But you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base. I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in.
off, man.
Talk to one of the guys in green. You Natos running the show. We've been asked to direct pedestrians to the Underworld Bar. You'll be safe.
Still going on, isn't it? They're shooting people right outside the bar.
I Ambrosia from a drug dealer?
We're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I don't know. If I gave it to her, and it was cut...
Jojo's good for it. People know him. He'd be hanging from a streetlight if he was selling bad vaccine. Hey, Jay, Cape Cod. Here's a little vodka this time.
Guess I have to do something. Yes?
Just curious. I thought I heard you say Ambrosia.
My wife has the plague.
He already lost his daughter.
Sorry to hear that.
So do I trust some street punk called Jojo to get me pharmaceuticals? Trust him with my wife's life?
I thought Ambrosia was an urban legend.
Jojo probably just wants to sound like a player. I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right. Ask a question?
Go right ahead.
I'm looking around for a power generator, possibly hidden, large enough to power a building.
You in real estate?
I just need to find it.
Oh, of course. You know, I tied in power at a place a few blocks south. A warehouse. Strangest thing, they wanted to conceal these gas-driven generators on the second floor. Didn't give a hoot if their own people got asphyxiated.
How do I get over there?
No way through the blockades now. We went over some rooftops to get there. There was a lift. The code was 3316, I think.
Thanks for the tip.
What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of an old warehouse with an illegal power generator?
Not exactly, but if you're looking for a warehouse, you should probably start in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
I'd like to check it out.
Well, you may be out of luck. Even though one of the old warehouses faces onto the park, I don't know how you get inside.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink? Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
That's some heavy augmentation.
Yeah. Ask Unatco, what's it to you?
I'm in the business.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? I can still polish a glass. Good luck with your business.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm glad. Hope she does better.
Can't be any worse for her than morphine.
Hey, Shay, one for the road.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
Where's that?
That's valuable information. You'll have to come up with some kind of payment. How about liquor?
I don't have any liquor.
The bar's to my left.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
Beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That'll do. His name's Smuggler. Real paranoid nut. Wires himself in with booby traps, but he knows things. There's stuff in the sewers that only Smuggler knows about.
Thanks. Maybe I'll pay him a visit.
Now I'll tell you something you can't hear from anybody but me.
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an illicit generator.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
Beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires, big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
Know anything that's worth the price of a beer?
This old bird's had enough. Hell, I'm about to go on duty.
What kind of chopper pilot starts work at midnight?
You're with Unatco, right?
Why do you ask?
I'm the one that flies your brother Paul to Hong Kong. He told me to watch out for you.
I didn't know Unatco hired pilots.
The black choppers are run by the NSA to support various classified operations. Pentagon uses them, the CIA. They hired me because I don't ask any questions.
What was Paul's assignment in Hong Kong?
Like I said, I know how to keep a secret. Even between brothers.
So he's holding something back. The reason Unatco transferred him back to the States.
Listen to your brother, JC. Respect his experience. Let's leave it at that. Your brother's one of the bravest men I know.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from Unatco.
I really can't be bothered right now.
Hey, you with the troops? I need help.
What's the problem?
Actually, it's my friend. Johnny took her into the alley west of here across the street.
Slow down. Who's Johnny?
I got a bad feeling about this. He was mad. He gets crazy when he's mad.
Don't worry. I'll check it out.
I don't know what to do.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's JoJo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby. We helpless.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you how it don't play with me, this amateur, unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
If it's business, it's business. If it's us two hanging out, then we hang out. Right now, it's business.
I want out, Johnny. I didn't know it would get like this.
Put it this way. You in it. You want out is like a game. You get beat out.
Tomorrow night, okay?
There ain't gonna be no tomorrow. If that ain't a tonight.
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smugglers.
Right, the weapons dealer.
Hey, you shouldn't have took down Johnny. Soon as JoJo finds out.
I've been hearing about this punk JoJo. I'll straighten him out if you can tell me where to find him.
You can't touch JoJo. He doesn't go out, and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think he can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
The park? Where UNATCO has the NSF pinned down?
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff, plus there are guards on the roof.
Tell you what, I'll handle JoJo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back.
I can take care of myself.
I think your friend is gonna be alright.
What about Johnny?
He's on his back in the alley.
Serves him right. About time.
What can you tell me about his boss, JoJo?
Oh, JoJo, he's nothing, man. We used to go out. His body mods? Cosmetic. Scars? I saw him cut his face one time just so he'd look mean.
Maybe I'll cap his ass, too.
Well, if you ever want to get into the warehouse where he hides out, I know the code. It's 3316.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
JoJo shouldn't stick us with guys like Johnny. That ain't cool.
Don't you have someplace to go?
You're looking at it.
I think I know your father. He runs the town, right?
So?
You could at least let your father know you're alright.
He knows where I am.
You mad at him or something?
No, but I don't want him running my life like he runs that cheap hotel.
He doesn't do such a bad job.
He never got nowhere because he never took chances. That ain't me. I'm gonna do things my way.
I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Earlier you said something about the smuggler.
Tough guy like you? Figured you'd be a big customer. He's got a basement place over near the subway entrance. You have to give him the password Bloodshot or he won't let you in.
heard a lot of shooting outside. They told me to come in here.
The riot cops are running scared.
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secessionist Forces.
Were you at Squalnomi?
Yeah, it was night. They came in with thermoptic camo and we never picked them up on any of the sensors. What a goddamn mess.
I didn't know.
Had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't do real good on the psych evals either. Got drummed out in short order.
The Army probably didn't want to have any reminders hanging around.
Yeah, and now look what they got. NSF in downtown Manhattan. Same guys that nearly whooped us in the Northwest. Bet the brass remembers Squalnomi now.
Heard you say you were in Squalnomi. You're lucky. A lot of good people never made it back.
Makes you feel any better, a lot of not-so-good people didn't make it back either.
Yeah, bad card to draw no matter which side of it you were on.
Look around. Some folks drew worse. Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
Yeah, what about him?
It won't help. There is no cure.
How do you know?
They show you stuff in the military. You want to know the real battlefield? It's microscopic. We can't even see it. Lucky for me, I got immunizations, but that guy, well, once you're infected, you're infected.
And what about me?
I don't know. You got lucky. Not a bad thing to be.
Hey there. I'm Raphael. This here's Jake.
Hey.
Excuse me. You said they immunized you against the Grey Death in the military?
They immunized me against a lot of stuff.
You think it's a bioweapon?
All I know is I'm well and the rest of these poor bastards are sick. And one of us got immunized and the other ones didn't.
I wish to hell they'd give us the all clear.
You making a play today?
Nah, scavenged some copper wiring. Wanted to get back and try it out in the sculpture.
Christ, you and the sculptures. What's this one called?
The Man Who Was Thursday.
Makes as much sense as the last one. What was it called? Napoleon something or other?
Napoleon of Notting Hill.
Doesn't seem much use for sculpture today.
There's always tomorrow.
Sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. What? Just call me when the shooting's over.
Sorry, you wanted something?
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic. Please proceed to the examining room.
It's all ice cream and lollipops. That's what the nice man on TV said.
Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing alright?
Yeah. They told me to come in here. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe.
Hey, while you're at it, you ought to do something about the NSF. Perfectly good shelter.
You know what they're doing in this neighborhood?
Kicked us out of the old Osgood place. A bunch of us camping in the tunnels. Talk about rights, but when they want something, they take it.
Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
I'm not the only one they threw out.
If you think you have Grey Death, please pick up an information packet.
You look like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits. Medkits are 300, but if you want augmentation work, you need the bots.
Never mind.
As you wish.
One of the doctors can help you.
Got a few credits?
You have the plague?
Nah. Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse district, but somebody boarded up the window.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view, if it's not too cold. There's a freight elevator at the end of the tunnel.
Where's that window you were talking about?
It's a basement window in the park south of the hotel. One thing about the warehouse district, you've got to know which buildings are safe. Some have armed guards.
You must pay the doctors in cash before treatment can begin.
Who helped the widow's son?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
The NSF are playing right into our hands.
Not now. Please. Plague tests are free.
Vectors.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. But you do something if I had more money.
You've got the plague, sir.
Yeah, rich people don't get great death.
Don't make me call security.
Like Mr. Billionaire Bob Page. You don't have it. The president don't have it. I never seen a movie star who's got it. You don't have it. Wait your turn.
You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health.
But he won't give me any medicine.
Trust me, when there's a cure, the city will underwrite the cost. The virus threatens everyone.
I don't believe you.
And I won't hesitate to prescribe the treatment for you.
You better not.
Thank you. The ones with the plague can be so stubborn sometimes.
Don't mention it.
Let me express my gratitude. You can have the automated care plan for $1,200. That's at a 40% discount. Or a med kit for $180.
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
I was in the biochem department at the college. I know what I'm talking about. It's not a class disease, not just poor people. It's hygiene. That's where it starts. I don't think it's contagious at all. I think terrorists put gray death in the water. I was in the biochem department at the college.
Plague victims can have their medication mailed to their home.
Check with one of the docs, okay?
All these people, they're sick.
We'll take it from here. I don't think we should hold back in a situation like this. We'll have to get the city out here to clean up the mess. We'll have to get the city out here to clean up the mess. Denton. Hey, it's Denton. You want these?
What?
Give him the grenades. Look, I know he's your brother, but your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Keep them. Those things save lives.
Terrorist lives, you mean? You're just like your brother. If I had your abilities, people would be safe around here. sorry, he's a little worked up. Effective crowd control? What's that supposed to mean?
What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on a specialist.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the second floor.
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent? Don't take any unnecessary risks.
You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. Terrorists have taken cover inside the hotel.
Can't leave the desk unattended.
You'll be caught in the crossfire. I have to order you to leave the building.
Yes, of course. I'll close up in a second.
Hey!
I know I heard something.
Take him out.
Thanks for taking care of those guys. You from the police?
UNATCO.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about how they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets south of here.
Did you catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
Thought I was a goner. You just about saved my life. I'm gonna wait here till things settle down.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good.
Sandra? Was she coming back to the hotel?
I took care of a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her.
No more talking. If you see her, tell her I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
I'll tell her she can trust you.
Sandra's pretty headstrong sometimes.
There were a couple of NSF on the second floor. I took care of the situation.
What about the hostages?
Not all of them made it, but I played by the book. No deals with terrorists.
You should have waited for the specialist. At least it's over.
We'll take it from here.
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot.
Our files show that the smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for any trips. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're going to be delayed while we bring in chopper support.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits, a bioelectric cell for 800, and some light amplification goggles for 3,500.
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend. You must be Ford Chick.
Who are you?
Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers.
I don't know. They're private security for a biotech company or something. They had me doing antibody work.
Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war.
They're doing experiments on people. They don't want anybody finding out.
Make a break for it. I'll protect you.
Here I go.
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot. I got your friend out.
Ford, is he all right?
Fine. You were right about those troops. Definitely not NSF.
They're the CIA. They capture people and use them for medical experiments.
I wouldn't go that far. You said you'd make it worth my while.
Since you helped Ford, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 700 credits, a bioelectric cell for 250, or some light amplification goggles for 1125.
Not interested.
Well, you know where to find me. Thanks again for finding Ford.
No problem.
We'll take it from here.